Alrighty. All right. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I know. I know. Well, so I decided this weekend to just reload because I'm running out of cartridges to shoot. So I just got done reloading 40, 45s, and 10 mils, 100 rounds each. And look, this past few weeks has been hectic. I'm trying to avoid not to create a video, but I am now. I am getting a lot of questions. A lot of people are asking for my opinion. My opinion. And I'm trying to deviate away out of it because it is never fun doing these videos, especially in this political turmoil we find ourselves in. Now that we are in a conflict, back in a conflict in the Middle East. So I think I've been asked like 25 different questions about the Middle East now because of my background. I do not practice Islam. I am not a Muslim. I am an immigrant. I came from a country where, for the last 70 plus years, we still are fighting an insurgency down south, which is predominantly Muslim. 80, I think 75% of the population of the biggest island, the Philippines, practices Islam in a country that is 90% predominantly Catholic. Up north is still where the communist lives on the island of Luzon. And for the past 75 years, likewise, we had been battling now an ideological difference with two different extremisms. What has this got to do with the Middle East? Okay, this is my opinion, all right? Coming from somebody that had lived in a country that is impoverished and likewise in turmoil with other ideologies, including a difference in religious beliefs. We just bombed the shit out of Iran. And look, I agree. Few pointers that I agree with is a few terrorists, and I'm going to say a few, and probably some of you are going to jump into the negativity of that line. Yes, Muslim extremisms had proliferated worldwide in trying to propagate what they believe in and in what they believe is their right. You have seen a lot of terrorists, predominantly extremists in the Islam religion, uh, blow themselves up for purposes of sacrifices. Again, to propagate the religion to non-believers, to their non-believers. What does that mean to us? For hundreds of years, Islam has been in war, at war, with Christians, Catholics, and the likes, and the Jewish population, the latest of the victims. This has been ongoing for hundreds of years, ladies and gentlemen. I think for about 195 years, 194 years, the Crusades was supposed to tackle this issue. You know, sword on sword, where a real man really die for the cause that they believe in. Unlike now, wherein they just hurl intercontinental ballistic missiles with a 10 megaton warhead. Push of a button. Or drones circling out of the sky. Which we firmly believe that is going to address and eliminate the hate they have towards us. If you just listen to what I just said for the last minute and a half, you will note that in any war that this particular belief, this particular religion gets into, it never ends. It never ends. Great. The Iran-Iraq War was from 1980 to 1988. For 47 years, we had disdained, and vice versa, both governments between America and Iran, simply because a king, monarch, in his own designation, the Shah of Iran, was toppled. The Shah of Iran, let's just go back to all of these, all right? If you follow history, please follow history. Let's not just follow history and stop at the narrative that we don't like. The Shah of Iran has been one of the most corrupt dictators in the world, which we actually tolerated. It's like my country of birth, Ferdinand Marcos. Even Reagan couldn't answer the right question on who we support on that realm. I was still back there when we toppled that revolution. But anyway, going back to religion, is there really an end to a religious war? No. We are seeing now the battle between the Jewish state of Israel and the Shiite side of the Arab world. Islam is divided into Sunni and Shiite. Now, I don't know the difference. All I know is that Shiite is led by Iran, the Sunni tribes is led by Saudi Arabia, and then you could figure out among yourselves who follows which. All right. The Sunnis are predominantly the rich side of well, they're all rich, but if you include Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, man, they are all rich in oil. Iran, I think Armenia or Azerbaijan, I think Pakistan, they are the ones that follows that side. Now, again, you're gonna have to correct me on that. What I'm trying to say, people, is this: if we believe that a few drones, a few strikes, a few joint direct attack munitions can topple a government without putting boots on the ground, without asking our allies to proceed across the border. Now we think that the Kurds are going to go across the border and help us. Well, we kind of betrayed them 6 years ago, So, and we expect them to do it themselves and not to possibly put a certain leader that would be tolerant towards their cause. There's just so many variables in this thing. But one thing that I can assure you, if we do not stop this war using the technology that we possess, a few variables are going to be answered. We're going to be in total debt because we are going to suck this up. President Donald Trump has another 2 years and 10 months in his office. And I don't think he is going to back down. He's already asking for unconditional surrender. You're asking a tribe of religious fanatics to surrender unconditionally? Are you kidding me? If you don't know what I just said, you may want, because I'm not going to go waste another 10-20 minutes doing this. Okay? I think, look, if I will be the first non-Trump guy to vote for him for a 5th term, if he could eliminate this threat. I am serious. I don't care how many pussy he grabbed. I don't care if he calls me names every day. I don't care if these fucking maggots come up to my driveway. I told you so. If he could provide peace by eliminating the Shiite tribe of the Islamist religion, which is led by Iran, without putting us in debt, without taking out half the population, without raising gas prices, which he promised that he wasn't going to do, without putting boots on the ground, and with a sight in the near future to end this, I'll be the first guy to go, hey, you know what? Hail Trump. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a religious war. If we do not eliminate all of them, America, prepare yourselves. It has been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to have served. This video will not end here. Again, there are so many subtopics to this. I think out of 80 questions that I got from Facebook that have been hammering me about this particular topic. It's about, hey Marcus, it's about religion. All right. So we'll tackle the rest of them. Like, what's our Navy doing? What do I think is the end game to this? What's the geopolitics in this? All right. So without even touching the political side. All right. That's kind of hard to do, but I'll do that. All right. You guys take care. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Post.